All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday Night Hoop Talk. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez, Jay McLovin, and Big Quinn. How's it going, guys?
Doing good, man.
Yeah, going well, going well. Hope everybody's hope everybody's having a good Tuesday night. We'll jump right into it, guys. Got a lot of basketball talk to go over. Let's jump right into. I'll do a quick NBA standings, top four teams in each division. In the East, Detroit still leading the way, 27-9. Boston 23-12. The Knicks 23-13, and Toronto 22-15. That's going into tonight's games. The Western Division, Oklahoma 30-7, Spurs 25-10, Lakers 22-11, and Denver 24-12. And we thought we'd talk about some of the surprise teams this year, and the winning surprise teams and the losing surprise teams. And Chris, I'll go to you first. You had the Boston Celtics and Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Boston's been a big surprise, at least to me, with them losing Tatum to injury, and then they got rid of a lot of guys. Really redone their team, rebuilt their team a lot. Got rid of Horford and Marcus Smart. They got rid of quite a few guys, but now we know they're playing good. They're number two in the East right now. If I remember right, they're only like 3.5 games back of Detroit. So they're right there with a chance to be the top team in the East without having Jason Tatum. But no, Jalen Brown's been playing good, and they've had guys like, of course, Derek White's played good, but then Anthony Simons was a guy they picked up's been doing well for him. So yeah, Celtics have looked a lot better. One thing is they play good defense, and if you play decent defense, especially in the NBA, you're going to have chances to win games, especially in the regular season, because a lot of teams don't play defense in the regular season. But they're well coached with Missoula, and then they've been getting they had guys step up while Tatum's out, and that's big because there's been rumors Tatum is going to try to play this year, and that he could be back later this season. So if they can be in a top 2-3 position and then add Tatum to the team later in the season, Boston could be scary.
Yeah, it could be. That's true. What about the Golden State Warriors? Kind of a surprise team, not playing quite as well as maybe a lot of people thought.
No, I think a lot of people, including myself, thought they'd be the way they ended last year. Had the higher expectations for them this year than what they've done so far. After that Jimmy Butler trade last year, the Warriors looked tough, but it hasn't translated this year. They just don't have enough scoring. You have the best shooter in the world in Curry, but after that, they're just not consistent. Be able to put up points consistently. And then another thing they're lacking is a lot of the young guys that they've tried to put in with Steph and Draymond just haven't worked out. They had that Kaminga, thought he was going to end up being real great, but when they put him on the floor with Steph and Draymond, it just it doesn't work. So I think they're going to be moving on from Draymond soon. I don't think they'll move on from Steph. I think they'll be moving on from Draymond, free up some money, and just start trying to rebuild. But yeah, they just, and another thing, they don't have enough guys that can consistently score every night. Curry and Butler getting at their ages. Both of them are still great players, and Curry can still shoot the hell of the ball. But he's not a guy that's going to can give you 35, 40 for 60 games a year anymore. Like he's going to be able to do that for maybe 20 or 30 games a season where he's giving you max effort and giving you 40, 50, 35, 40 points. And they don't have no young guys on that team that can fill in and can give max effort for 50, 60 games. They really don't have anybody in that roster right now. So yeah, they can maybe try to do something at the trade deadline, but I don't know what they could do that's going to improve them enough. So they might just ride out this season and then start to rebuild next year.
Yeah, that could be possible. Jay or Glenn, you guys got any thoughts on Boston and Golden State?
I just wanted to say,
I'm
go ahead.
a
I'm
little
sorry.
surprised about Boston getting back up there despite Tatum being out till March or April. So they're looking all right. And Golden State, their guys are getting old, so they're on their way out.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like I said before, with Boston, the biggest thing for me is just how well they're playing.
Did you?
Am I muted?
Tony, did you want me to go talk about the Toronto and?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Go ahead, Jay.
He's just so eager. He's like a little kid that just got up for Christmas and he goes in there.
Jay to Jay, I love it.
Okay, it's like 9. It's like 9:12. Do not. Right now, I am hungry. Leave me alone. Listen, here's the thing. Just Boston, man. I mean, look, that's a program I feel like is really doing well, man. You would have thought, no, and I'm not throwing shots or anything like that. I don't want y'all to get this, what I'm about to say about Indy, anything like that. But, when Halliburton went down, you guys are still playing good basketball as well. But when I look at when Tatum went down with Boston and the way that Boston is still playing, and, I mean, they're, the top 5, I think? Where they may be at 3? Are they like number 3 spot maybe even? I know they're within the top 5, or they're in the number 2 spot. So, I mean, the way that they're playing, even without Tatum,
they're just 3.5 games out of the first spot.
Yeah. I mean, it's incredible, though. It's incredible the fact that, you lose Tatum and other things, and yet you're still playing competitive basketball. And that's what I like to see when, when the stars go down, other people step up and you keep the ball rolling. That's a sign of a really well-developed team. And I think that really kind of shows more on the developmental side of it. So, Boston is just, man, they're playing great ball right now. How about them Cowboys? Justin Grubb, I appreciate you, man.
What's up, Justin?
I really do. I really do, man. I appreciate you, Justin. I was just telling my wife yesterday how much I hated you, but now I love you. I'm teasing, Justin. I'm teasing, but if I ever see, after I karate chop Gonzo, I'm going to come find you. And I don't care what kind of professional wrestler you think you are. I'm about to put some rocket signs. We're going to put some rocket signs on you. Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm going into my WWE mode, so I apologize. But no, seriously, back to what we were talking about, with Boston, it's incredible, man. I just think what they're doing and that franchise, I hope that the Rockets can be like that, because the fact that when you take away a key cog and they can still play the way they're playing, that to me shows strong leadership on the court, shows great leadership in the coaching and developmental parts. And those are big things, when you're trying to formulate a championship dynasty. And it just seems like Boston and LA, people like that, they always tend to do those kinds of things. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's true. I'll go next, guys. I have the Detroit Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Detroit, man, Cade Cunningham is just killing this year. Almost 27 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, 9 assists. They got Jay Duran, averages 17 points a game and 10 rebounds. They have 10 players averaging over 8 points a game. Guys, 10 players averaging 8 points a game. They're averaging 118 points a game, 46 rebounds a game, 26 assists a game. They're only giving up 112 points a game. So Detroit, it was a team that I thought was going to do well this year. I wasn't for sure they was going to be the number 1 team. They're the number 1 team in the East. And my team that's really surprised me that I think we all thought would be up at the top is the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're 20-17 right now, guys. Mitchell leading the way, almost 30 points a game, but Mobley leading the way with almost 9 rebounds and Garland with 7 assists. They have 7 players averaging over 13 points a game. They're scoring 119 points a game, but they're giving up 117. They're real poor on transition defense. Speed kills them. They're struggling there. Inconsistent offense against zone defenses. They're having trouble shooting the threes, having trouble shooting deep. And also they've had a lot of injuries and just a lot. They turn the ball over a lot. So that's Cleveland's biggest problems. Do you guys have any thoughts on Detroit Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers? Chris, I'll go to you first.
Yeah, well, with the Pistons, Cade Cunningham should be getting a lot more love for. I know it's early, but he should be getting a lot more love for possible MVP this season. You hear a lot of other people's names mentioned, but yeah, he keeps doing what he's doing. He'll have a good solid chance at maybe getting an MVP because he's balling right now. And in Cleveland, yeah, I don't know what happened in Cleveland. Seems like the Pacers just broke their spirit, and that they haven't been the same. They haven't been the same team since.
I think so. I think the Pacers broke the back.
Roll back
Jay?
Pacers.
Jay, you got any thoughts on Cleveland and Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit, man. That's just another team, man, that's really doing exceptionally well. I mean, like I said, these guys, we start, Rockets, Detroit, we all started our rehabbing, or not rehabbing, but we are rebuilding pretty much at the same time. I mean, we are legitimately, day one for day one. And I look at where Detroit is, and I look where Houston's at, and it's not too far apart, but Detroit definitely has the advantage there. Like I was telling Glenn earlier, when you look at where Oklahoma City is now that they're on that 2-game skid, and where Detroit is, where they're excelling. Detroit's only, I think, like Chris said, I think earlier, maybe 2 or 3 games back. I mean, they're very close to taking over the number 1 seed overall across the board. But Detroit doesn't surprise me. I think they're just continuing on where they left off last year. I think last year we all know they got robbed. So I think this year they got a little bit more of a chip on their shoulder, and they're not going to let a referee or somebody else take this season away from them. If they're going to lose it, it's going to be on their own terms. And I feel like that's where Cade, and I feel that's where the team as a whole is. Jaden Ivey and all of them is where the whole is. As I think they're coming in this season with a chip on their shoulder from what happened last season. So Detroit doesn't surprise me that the success they're having, because they had the program there. They had the players for sure. What was the other one? Cleveland Cavaliers. Man, yeah, you're right. I think they got broke. Now, I don't know. Is Evan Mobley? I think he was hurt for a little while, though, wasn't he? I don't know if he's back.
They've had some injury problems.
And yeah, I'm about to say, and that seems to be a running theme, because it seemed like last year when they were in the playoffs with you guys, they were having injury issues as well, and it just seems like they can't get over that injury bug. And I don't know if that's a permanent excuse or not for them, but that definitely is an issue in Cleveland.
Okay, yeah, and Big Glenn, you got any thoughts on Detroit and Cleveland?
Oh yes, absolutely. Detroit, they are looking good. They're about where I expected them to be. With them being at the top of the East. Kenny Cunningham should definitely be higher in the conversation for MVP. And as far as Cleveland is concerned, they're still mentally recovering from us putting them out in the playoffs last season, and they honestly, it might send them into oblivion to where they are going to be rebuilding again.
Okay. And Glenn, I'll let you go now. You had Toronto and Milwaukee.
Yes, Toronto, big surprise here in the Eastern Conference at 22-15 and sitting here at the 4th seed. You got Brandon Ingram, the forward for Toronto, with averaging 22 points a game right now. Scotty Barnes at 8.6 rebounds a game, and Emmanuel Quigley at 6.2 rebound or assists per game. They looking pretty good. They should have probably tied or went to overtime against Denver on New Year's Eve, but the game time reporter at the end there was not counted as the ball was stolen. I think it was Brandon Ingram's hand when it went. It went in after the buzzer and stuff. So I think they're going to hold their spot there at 4, maybe jump to 3. However, I don't think that they'll make it past their first round. I think there'll be a first round exit, but they'll put up a good fight, whoever they end up going up against.
Okay.
As far as Milwaukee is concerned, man, what a disappointment. They are just outside of the 10th seed, sitting at 11. I think it looks like they're a game behind the 10th seed. Giannis is getting his points, but everybody else, on the other hand, has not played well. You got Miles Turner, quite performing underwhelmingly in that way, averaging 12.4 points a game with just over 5 rebounds a game. If you're a center, you should be, pulling down some more boards than what you already are at 5.4 rebounds a game. Because you got Giannis, he's averaging 10 rebounds a game. It doesn't make any sense to be a big like that and averaging rebounds similar to a guard, so. And
yeah.
I don't think that they're gonna make it far in the playoffs. And honestly, Giannis might get traded. So
Yeah, I think you're right. On Toronto, I like the team ball they're playing. Don't have any real big stars, so I like what they're doing right now. I kind of agree with you. It may be difficult for them to get past the first round. Milwaukee, I think we're finding out, and maybe Miles Turner's finding out that the Pacers was a perfect fit. That system was a perfect fit for him. And going somewhere else, yeah, he got money, but I don't know if he got the same fit that that he was hoping for. So
Yeah, he got some Lego money. At the end of the day, that's probably about it.
Yep. Chris, you got any thoughts on Toronto and Milwaukee?
Toronto is fun to watch. I've watched a little bit of their games, and they have surprised me. They've been playing pretty good basketball. Milwaukee, I just want to know what happened to Milwaukee. All I was told all offseason that Milwaukee was just a Miles Turner away from being an NBA championship team. They got Miles Turner, and they don't look even close to being an NBA championship team.
They're not even an NBA playing team. So
remember when they signed Turner? That's all everybody said. Oh, Milwaukee's a championship team now. It's like,
yeah.
I think you guys are overreacting a little bit.
It's what's funny is a lot of the Bucks fans on Twitter. It took them about 2 months to figure it out.
And nothing against Miles Turner. He's a solid player, but he's not.
Yeah,
he's not.
That's not a good fit.
He's not a traditional center either. Like
yeah.
For a big guy, he don't rebound. He blocks shots and he can score from the perimeter, and that's what he does. Like that's his two main things: is blocking shots and scoring from the perimeter. He's not a real great rebounder, especially for his size.
No. He's not a top 3 player. I mean, if people thought he was going to Milwaukee and he was going to be a part of a big 3, he's not that type of guy. And they're not putting him down. The Pacers only had like a big 2. They never had a big 3, but they had enough other parts to go with it that it worked out. But I don't think Milwaukee has that.
You want to hear the sad part about all of this is Bobby bitch ass Portis is out playing his ass in Milwaukee.
Hey, you know what? You know why he took the money and went to Milwaukee, don't you?
No, I have no idea.
He had to get all that money back from paying for tickets for you and everybody to go to
it sounds about right. Especially those finals tickets.
Hold on, we're all kind of skirting around the issue. My thing is, I agree. Since Miles Turner's gone over, he's okay. 12 points. Like I think he's got like 5 or 6 rebounds. I mean, he's okay, right? He's not great, but he's okay. But my biggest thing with Milwaukee is I don't know if you guys, but I'm not a believer in Doc Rivers. I haven't liked Doc Rivers. He had that one good year and got the ring out there in Boston. But hell, I think I could have got that ring coach in Boston with that damn talent. You know what I'm saying? But I just have not seen him do anything after that championship year. He did Clippers, Milwaukee, whatever other team you want to put in there.
Jay's
I feel like Doc Rivers isn't the right guy.
Just relay it to me, Tony.
Well, just like when they put him in there and got rid of that other coach, I would not trade Giannis. I'd make him play out that damn contract. He didn't want that other coach there. They all bitched about that other coach.
Oh,
and
Budenholzer.
Yeah, they got Doc out of there. It got Doc there, and now they're worse. And now poor old Giannis is crying like a little bitch. I'd make him stay there and play out the damn contract. Fuck him.
Yeah,
just my opinion.
How do you really feel?
All the stuff.
How do you really? Can we make that like your answering voice? Hello, you've reached Tony. Fuck Giannis.
Or Jay's muted on my end, so I apologize if I'm interrupting Jay. So.
Oh damn, I'm muted. Oh shit.
It's my browser, so.
No, you're good. I just feel like Doc Rivers says I'm just not a fan of Doc, man. I have not been a fan of his since day. When he plays the games, I don't like his adjustments or lack thereof of adjustments when things aren't going right. You know, I don't know, man. And as far as Milwaukee is, I think that's a one and done. Honest, even if they make the playoffs, I think they're one and done. I don't think they're going to go deep. And I do think Giannis at some point is going to leave. I don't know where he's going to go, Lakers or wherever. I think he was talking about wanting to go to New York, which might not be bad because then you could take Karl-Anthony Towns, throw him on Milwaukee, throw Giannis over there with Brunson and company in New York. I mean, that might be an even swap. And they're in different conferences. So I think they're back. They're both Eastern Conference, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. That's interesting.
Okay. Up next is Jay. I got a question before you go, Jay. I know the
Mhm.
Houston Rockets is your team, but now is it kind of like football? Is San Antonio your second team, like Houston's your second team with with Dallas?
You're so cute. You're
Thank
so
you.
cute.
I'm
You're so
surprised
cute.
he doesn't have San Antonio.
I
as a
just,
second
you know,
team just yet.
Tony. With
That's
all
what I
due
meant.
respect,
Honestly, I thought he was
San
a Dallas
Antonio.
Maverick. I thought Dallas Mavericks was the second team.
Well, that could man.
you know,
Hell, it could be the
in all
all-three
honesty,
teams
Tony,
next
I
year.
would have more appreciated if you. I like what you said. It's okay. I appreciate a good sense of humor. I just wish you could have said it in a Chris Gonzo voice, which would have required about 4 or 5 coughs.
Well, I know you like San Antonio because no, being serious now, because you're a big Pop fan. So
I do, man. I do. Hey, listen. I mean, I respect Popovich. I think anybody in their right minds knows how good Popovich is, and I think anybody would want Popovich coaching their team, or at least have an impact on your coaching staff on your team, because he's just such a great mentor and a student of the game, right? I mean, I think we all, and the discipline, right? I think Pop has all the intelligent things that we would want as a coach for our team. I like you, Doc. I think you, Doc, has got a really good sense like that as well for what he's doing with Houston. But I don't think anybody would want Pop as their coach on their team. Anybody in this panel wouldn't want Pop as their coach? Raise your hand.
I like Pop.
No,
All right, David. Let's do
okay,
San
so
Antonio and the Clippers.
yeah, so since I guess we were talking Popovich, I guess we'll start off with San Antonio. Make sure I got my notes here. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh no, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. Is that the right one? Okay. I'll start off with the Clippers. I'm gonna go with the Clippers instead because I have that pulled up. I don't know. I have my notes and I can't find my paper. So all right. Anyway, no. What the biggest thing with the Clippers, what surprises me is they got off to a really crazy, 6-21 start. Now I think they're 12-21. They've gone on they've won like 6 games since they start. I mean, they're doing better defensively. That team is doing great defensively. I think Harden and what's his name? Why is my brain going break? Kawhi Leonard, thank you. Kawhi Leonard are starting to play. I mean, my brain will go left on me. Kawhi Leonard and Harden are actually playing much better now. They're playing good. I think with their resurgence and the part of the defensively efforts that they're putting forward is great. The interesting thing about the Clippers to me is the way they're handling adversity, because this team had a lot of adversity even coming into this season with the scandals that went on with Kawhi Leonard's contract. Then you had the mid-season or early season departure of Chris Paul and things of that nature. There was a lot of bad poison that was going on in this team even before they even started this series. So the fact that they're able to bounce back, or at least looks like they're bouncing back on the rightward trend. Now they're 12-21, at least on the right trajectory. I'm curious to see where this Clippers team goes, but this Clippers team since day one has always just been kind of muddled down. I don't know if this Clippers team has ever really truly been right, and I don't know if that's just because they're in LA and they're the number 2 team behind the Lakers. I don't know what you want to put behind it, but it just seems like with the Clippers, they've always had an issue. There's always been something there that's prevented them from going to that next level or getting all the way to that next level, right? And like I said, defensively, they've gotten better. Harden and them are putting up the points now, and I'm curious to see where this team goes. But honestly, I think just like Milwaukee, I don't know if Clippers are going to make this playoffs. I think if they do, it's going to come as a play-in. I don't think they can just get it outright. I think they might finish around 9 or 10 if they're lucky. With the Spurs, my thing with the Spurs is I feel like Dylan Harper and Castle are really starting to come into their own. This team is really coming into their own. If you look at the way they're dealing with OKC right now, they've already got them. They've already won against them 3 times. They know how to play OKC. And I'll tell you, Tony, that could be dangerous for OKC come playoff time. If this team stays healthy and continues to grow and continues to mature, the way that they're doing the outside perimeter right now with Castle and the way he does that outside perimeter shooting is amazing. And Darren Fox and company, I mean, this team is really primed and ready to go. And I just think that right now, if you ask me, if I say who's going to come out of the West and make it to the NBA Finals out of the West, right now, it's looking like San Antonio for me. I know OKC has the better record, but that doesn't always mean that they're going to win, or that doesn't mean they're going to make it to the playoffs. I think the way San Antonio is doing is incredible. I mean, look, if you look up 2 years ago, they were like damn near dead last.
Yeah.
And now they've done beat the defending champions 3 times this year. Man, if that's not showing you dominance and great play, I mean, it's incredible. It's like I know Popovich isn't there; he's an advisory role, but it almost feels like he's still there coaching that team with the way they're playing disciplined basketball. They don't make a lot of mistakes; they really don't.
No,
It's crazy.
I don't disagree with you. The only thing I will say as far as San Antonio making it to the championships, to the finals, and getting past Oklahoma is it's been in the regular season, and Oklahoma's got that experience. So I'm not saying that they can't do it, but they've got to see if they can do it on the big stage. Which San Antonio's definitely on their way to the big stage. There's no doubt. Whether it's going to be this year or not, I don't know, but they're definitely on their way. And the Clippers just shocked me, man. The Clippers got a lot of good players, and they were a team kind of like, I mean, Detroit could have very easily went a lot farther last year, and the Clippers very easily could have went a lot farther than they did. Lost a lot of close games in the playoffs. So I was shocked by the Clippers and what they're doing right now. Chris, your thoughts on San Antonio and the Clippers?
Yeah, Clippers are trying to battle back from a terrible start. They started so bad that they decided to release Chris Paul. Then the Spurs are just basically picking up where they kind of left off from last year. We saw them starting to grow last year, and then this year it's really starting to come together. If they stay healthy, I'll look for them to have a good playoff run.
Hey, Chris, does it surprise you, or is in Glenn, Tony? Does this surprise you though how fast? Does it surprise you how fast though that they've grown into the team that they are? The Spurs have how fast? It's only been a year or two, and look how fast they've gotten. I feel like they're ahead of schedule in that rebuild that they started on.
I think they are a little bit ahead. Yeah, I would agree with that. Big Glenn, your thoughts on San Antonio and Clippers?
Yes, Spurs, they looking good. They are well ahead of schedule. I do think that they'll have a deep playoff run. I know that they will at least win their first round series and such, and will be competitive in the second round matchup, and potentially have a chance to go to the Western Finals. But the West is so stacked, I can't really say anything outside of them guaranteeing the first round win. Clippers, Kawhi is Kawhi and Harden is Harden, so I'm not too surprised about Clippers not doing too well currently.
Okay. Guys, we're going to move on. I got from GiveMeSport.com, the 10 best trades in NBA history. Ranked top 10. I'm going to let Chris go first, who he thinks number 1 is. Every time you guys miss, I'll give you the number 10, the number 9, and we'll go on from there. Chris, I will tell you this. I'll give you a couple of hints. There is a couple from one from the 1950s, one from the 1960s in this group. There are several from the 80s, 90s. There's 3, 4 from the 2000s. So I'll just try to give you a little. So, Chris, what do you think the number 1 trade of all time was? It's not necessarily the whole trade. It's who was that big player and where they went to.
Number 1, man. I don't know who number 1 is.
I'm about to give you the Jeopardy.
Let's go with Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay. Wilt Chamberlain is not number 1, so I'm going to give you guys the number 10 trade. The number 10 trade was from 2019, Anthony Davis to the Lakers. That's the number 10 trade. Okay, Jay, I'm going to let you go next. Who do you think number 1 is?
Right. Hey, real quick, Chris, the Wilt Chamberlain trade, was that the one where he went to the 76ers?
I believe so.
Okay. I was just curious. Yeah, no, mine. The one that comes to my mind the most is Bill Russell, Celtics, number 11 rings he brought when he got there.
He is not number one, but he is on the list, as Wilt Chamberlain's on the list. But I'm not going to tell you
That's
where
fine.
they're at. Okay, number 9 then is Kevin Love to the Cleveland Cavaliers, 2014. Big Glenn, do you have a guess for number 1?
I do have a guess for number 1. I can't hear Jay that well. Was Jay's pick?
Jay picked he picked Bill Russell.
Oh, okay. Luka to the Lakers.
Luka to the Lakers is, I'll give it to you because it's the next one up, number 8 from 2025. Okay. So we got 10, 9, and 8 so far given. Chris, who do you think number 1?
I'm gonna go Kawhi Leonard to Toronto because that won Toronto a championship.
Kawhi Leonard is not on this list.
Damn.
Wow. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Number 7 then is 2007 Kevin Garnett to the Boston Celtics.
That was a good trade. That was
Okay.
a really good trade.
Jay, number 1.
All right, man. This better be on there. If this ain't on there, then we gotta talk to these people. I'm gonna go with when the Hornets traded Kobe Bryant on draft night to the Lakers for Vlade Divac, which also created the cap space for Shaquille O'Neal to come to that team to form that duo and that dynasty.
He is on the list, but he's not number 1, so I'm not going to give it to you. 1980, the next one, number 6, 1987, Scottie Pippen to the Chicago Bulls. I believe that was done in was that done in the draft?
I know Scott was
that
traded. I'm
right?
not sure if that was a draft or not.
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I'll look that up though.
Big Glenn, number 1.
Kobe Bryant to the Lakers via trade from Charlotte.
I already said that.
Okay, but I will give it because it is the next one in line. No, he's not number 1. Kobe Bryant to the Lakers at number 5.
Okay.
We got 4 spots left, guys. Number 1, Chris.
Oh, man.
I'll give you guys a hint. There's only one left from the 2000s, and it's not number 1.
I think I know
So
which
you
one
need-
that is. I'll wait.
Okay.
And you're right. Pippen was traded in '87 from the on draft night from the Supersonics to the Bulls for Olden Polynice.
Yeah. Chris, what do you think? You
So
go kick yourself. All 3 of you are gonna kick yourself when you don't get this number 1 because it was a huge trade at that time, especially at that time.
I got a few in the chamber, Tony. Do you want to go ahead and shoot it out?
No, I got
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
Well,
I'm trying to think,
Chris,
'cause the other one I had was in 2000, so I know it's not number 1. So I'm trying to think of something older.
I can almost guarantee that one or two this but I ain't gonna give it to you. Yes.
What about Kareem? He got traded.
number
Bingo.
1.
That's
Kareem
it.
Abdul-Jabbar, 1975, to the Lakers from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Dang
I
it,
got
Chris.
to see-
You took my answer.
Yeah.
I got to see him play a lot for the Bucks and for the Lakers. I watched him a lot on TV.
I didn't get to see him
okay.
play, but I have seen him in person. And the dude is huge.
Yes, he is.
We
No
saw him.
offense, but
guys.
you're 5'4". Everybody is huge to you.
We saw him at a couple. We saw him at a couple Pacer games doing
Yep.
commentary.
Okay,
Could
guys,
you imagine him getting into a small compact car? That'd be nuts. See that
Go
just sit in
give
the
me
back
up to
seat.
Tony.
tell you who else is huge is Patrick Ewing. We was up close to
Yeah.
him too because he
Yep.
was coaching, and we was real close because we was right behind the bench.
Remember how big
Okay,
Vince Carter? Remember him?
Yep.
That dude was huge.
Is it my turn?
Okay.
Are we
Yes.
at number 2?
We got 2, 3, and 4 left. I'll take if you get, and I will say 3 and 4 has already been given as answers. But I didn't give them out, so I
That's
won't
fine.
tell you guys that. Number 2 has not been given yet.
I got.
All
Can I
right.
give you number 2, Tony? I'm pretty sure it's number 2.
Well,
I'm-
let Jay.
Oh,
Let Jay
wait.
go.
Damn. Sweet. You know, I think when Glenn was in elementary school, he forgot to raise his damn hand a lot. I bet he was right on that board. I will raise my hand before speaking 100 times on the blackboard. Anyway, maybe that was my old day. My number 2, and if it's not there, I'm gonna be very upset. Was when I believe Shaq went to the Heat to get that run with D Wade, and that was also when Lamar Odom went over to the Lakers and then went on their tirade.
Yes, that is number 2. Is Shaquille O'Neal to the
Okay.
Miami Heat, and it also did mention, it was the only time it was mentioned in the top 10 that Lamar Odom went to the Lakers. That was the only time that they mentioned somebody else in a trade. Okay, we got 3 and 4 left. Both of them have been mentioned already, so we'll see if you guys can remember. It is Glenn's turn.
I couldn't hear Jay for one of them, but I'm going to go with Dr. J to the Nets, from Philly or to Philly.
Nope, not on the list. Chris.
Was Chamberlain 3 or 4?
Chamberlain was number 3.
You said he was
1965.
it was on the list.
Wilt Chamberlain to the 76ers, 1965. Number 4, Jay, you should know this one.
Yep, that's going to be my Bill Russell. Since you said we already mentioned it, and I haven't heard Bill Russell mentioned, and we only got one spot by elimination, Bill Russell.
Yep, 1956.
Which I don't understand that, because that dude got them 11 damn rings. How is he not number 1? That's crazy.
Bill Russell to the Boston Celtics, 1956. I'll give you the complete list, guys. See if everybody think that should be higher or somebody shouldn't be on the list. Number 10, 2019, Anthony Davis to the Lakers. 2014, Kevin Love to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 8, 2025, Luka to the Lakers. Number 7, 2007, Kevin Garnett to Boston. Number 6, 1987, Scottie Pippen to the Bulls. Number 5, 1996, Kobe Bryant to the Lakers. Number 4, 1956, Bill Russell to the Boston Celtics. Number 3, Wilt Chamberlain to the 76ers. That was 1965. And 2004, number 2, Shaquille O'Neal to the Miami Heat. And number 1, 1975, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to the Lakers. Chris, anything stands out to you? Anything really surprised you on the list?
I think you could have had Chris Paul to the Clippers in 2011 could have been on there. For one, they blocked the trade. They blocked the trade that was going to send him to the Lakers, and then him going to the Clippers is what created Lob City with him and Gordon, and really flipped the Clippers around and got the Clippers back to winning again. And I know they didn't win a championship, but competitive again because they were terrible. So that was always a trade that I thought it should be ranked a little higher than probably what it is.
Yeah, the one trade that you mentioned that wasn't on the list surprised me. I can't even remember what it was now.
Was it the Dr. J one?
No. There's one I thought Chris mentioned.
I don't remember who it was now.
Or maybe it was Jay.
That was that was I thought it was Chamberlain to Sixers.
No, it's on the list. There was one that somebody named and he wasn't on the list, and we were all kind of surprised by it.
I was surprised Harden going to the Nets, just given the amount of draft picks that the Rockets got. They got 6 picks for that, which ultimately kind of started the rebuild over there. Even though I know they got Russell Westbrook, and then once we got rid of Russell Westbrook, then they kind of went into the rebuild. But they got a lot of picks though from that Harden trade, which really helped facilitate that. I feel like that's crazy.
Jay, anything stands out to you?
I just say the biggest one, the one that stood out to me, like I think I already said that to you, is I just can't believe Bill Russell wasn't number 1. I felt like 11 rings came from that damn trade with him.
The one I mentioned that wasn't on there that surprised me was Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that stands out to me, and I'm not putting the guy down, and I know probably some people aren't going to think I am. Does Kevin Love deserve to be on the list at number 9?
No.
I mean, I would think
No.
I would think Kawhi Leonard should be ahead of Kevin Love.
No, and I'll tell you why. The reason why Love shouldn't be on this list because Dr. J, that trade changed the game, so.
Yeah. Well,
I just feel like what did Kevin Love really do for? Because that was the one where he went to the Heat, correct?
No, he went to Cleveland.
Or Cleveland. I'm sorry.
They did get a championship, didn't they?
They got one or two.
They got one and went to another final. So
yeah, they went to a couple finals.
What about Anthony Davis? I mean, do you think he's at number 10? They did get a championship. Do you think?
It depends on how you view that championship too, though. I don't know that with the whole that was that whole COVID bubble season thing, and that may not have a lot to do with it, them winning or anything.
Yeah, for me, it'd be no.
On Anthony Davis. I would say probably because you have to think because it wasn't just him going there. There were some other players that moved around too that was pretty big.
I just don't understand how Kobe. When you look at that trade for Kobe with the Hornets, I mean that was a huge freaking trade. I mean for what Kobe did for the Lakers and all those championships in that 20+ years that he gave them. I mean that and all he had 5 championships. I mean I don't know how that's not in there.
If you look at
higher, I should say.
You look at that Anthony Davis trade. Yeah, it got the Lakers Anthony Davis, but you got to remember it also changed the New Orleans Pelicans because they got Ball, Ingram. Like it made the Pelicans competitive. They were in the playoffs, and it really didn't help Washington much, but it did help New Orleans.
Jay, I agree with what you're saying about Kobe. The only thing, and I'm not saying you couldn't, but he's at number 5. Are you going to put him over Russell at 4, Chamberlain at 3, Shaquille at 2, and Jabbar at 1? So who you going to move back? I'm not saying you couldn't. I'm not saying that because no doubt Kobe Bryant's a major player in history, and he went to the Lakers and changed the Lakers. Help with Shaquille going there too. I don't know. Scottie Pippen, number 6, that's huge. I mean, do the Bulls do what they do without Scottie? I know Michael's great, but
yeah. Oh no, trust me, all these trades are great. When I look at because it was more than just Kobe in that trade. I mean, if that trade doesn't go through, they can't get Shaq either. And the fact that they basically got almost two people for one.
Yeah.
And that really is what formulated 3 rings?
Well, guys, don't you think it's kind of? I mean, I know it should pay off, but Doncic at number 8 to the Lakers, they ain't won nothing. They ain't won shit. What if they never win a championship? Well, does that deserve to be
exactly?
Yeah, that was still a TBT, or to be determined. But I think the big reason why it hopped on the list is because of the shock value around it. Because I remember vividly, I was walking from the Rumble because the Rumble had just wrapped up, and I'm walking down to catch a ride, and there's a couple people standing outside the post office on their phones, and they were talking about the trade. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. Well, guys, you guys get anything before we get out of here?
I do not.
No, I can't believe that game tonight, man. I was watching that the Miami Heat game, and Miami Heat got blown out by like damn near 30 points. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know Minnesota's got a pretty good squad. I think they're like around 6th or 7th, I think, in the rankings, but they really destroyed the crap out of them. And then I saw the Grizzlies beat the Spurs tonight, 106-105. I don't know. It's interesting.
I have one thing, but I know it's a basketball show, but this isn't basketball related. Can anybody tell me what college football team has the number 1 ranked transfer portal?
IU, baby. IU.
Who's
yours? Sorry, Jay.
Hey,
just had to get that in there.
Yes.
Hey, before we get, there is another topic, and since that was brought up, go ahead, Jay.
I'm gonna make this super quick. I honestly want you guys to know that I developed a severe hatred for Bama because of that roll tide crap. Please,
He's beat
please,
Ohio,
please,
so I
look,
would
look.
never
I
trust
am really
last
trying
season.
hard.
Roll Tide.
No, hold on. I told Melanie last night I am going to try really hard to embrace this college season that we're in right now, and I'm really trying hard not to dislike IU, but you're making it hard.
Jay, you got to
You're making
understand
it
how long
hard.
you got to understand how long IU has suffered. You got to give us you got to give us a little bit of a break.
Hooters. All right,
Yeah,
fine.
there you go. There you
I'll
go.
give you a little bit of love, but damn it, man, don't make me hate it. 'Cause I'm really
But
trying to
one thing
pull
I-
for you, man.
I-
But you
yeah,
know what's ruining it though? You know what's ruining it? Hold on. You know what's ruining it for me though? And everybody says how much they hate Cowboys fans because we're obnoxious and we're this and we're that. You sons of bitches are really making it hard for me to like the Big Ten right now. I really want to get behind you.
Oh,
But the
no way,
more
Sam,
Chris
that
talks
is
about,
serious.
hold on. I'm almost done. My rant's almost over. The more Chris keeps talking about this, that, and the other about the Big Ten, the more I'm really starting to pull more for ACC Miami or even hell Ole Miss at this damn point.
Hey,
But you gotta
Big Ten's
understand
just
how
getting
long
it back
we've
to
heard.
the SEC. Well, we've had to
Yeah,
hear about
we-
the SEC for the last 15 years, so we're just
Yeah,
getting
but
it back.
Especially Alabama.
But SEC has been dominant. I mean, they have been.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
no
That,
doubt.
now it's flipped, and now we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
shit like SEC was.
Yeah.
You know, they
But
always
Tom-
say our dogs
But
are
no, in
like
all
our
seriousness-
owners.
In all seriousness, though, IU is killing it in the transfer portal.
They are.
They got a
Did you-
good running back,
speaking
good
of which,
quarterback.
hey,
They're-
Gonzo, have you paid attention to the local radio here about the story that Jay Curry found out about when Signetti was trying to get stuff done with the transfer portal? So I don't know if you heard it, but anyways, I guess Scott Dawson was trying, like, before the season started, wanted to get an idea of how long or who he wanted from the transfer portal. Well, Scott Dawson was expecting him to have that listed him within a month. Signetti had that bad boy within 2 hours.
yeah, that
Talking to him. Yeah.
No, guys. What I wanted to bring up real quick was just a few hours ago, it was announced that Mr. Harbaugh got fired from Baltimore. I think it's a huge mistake. I think
Yeah,
somebody's going to get him a hell of a coach. And Chris, I want to get your take real quick. Where's Harbaugh going to go now? If I'm Atlanta and if I'm the Giants, both those teams, well, all the teams should be, but I think that especially Atlanta or the Giants, I think should be all over him. I think the Raiders will be because of Brady. I do think that.
Oh, the
I was
Raiders
like,
are
you know,
definitely going to be. But I, if I'm him, out of the jobs that are available, I'm going to Atlanta. I think out of the jobs that are available, they have the most complete team, most talented team out of the jobs that are available. The Giants, Atlanta or the Giants. I like what the Giants have because they have neighbors. You have Scatterboo and you have Dart at quarterback. So you have three young guys that you can build around that all have looked like they're going to be good. Dart, we still have to see a little more of, but Neighbors has proven that he's going to be good. And Scatterboo, if he's stays healthy, I think the way he was running the ball, I think he's going to be good as well. So I would say either the Falcons or the Giants if I'm Harbaugh, but I think the Ravens have made a big mistake.
Yeah, who you gonna bring in?
Who are you gonna get? It's a better coach. I don't get it. I think it's reactionary instead of being proactive or attacking the situation. And to me, it was just reactionary, listening to the outside noise. But yeah, it don't make no sense to me. Harbaugh, in my opinion, is he's a top 5 coach in the NFL right now, and you got rid of him.
Yeah.
Been there 18 years, and you get rid of him because this season was a bad year. Don't make a lot of sense to me.
Well, your starting quarterback missed 5 games, at least 5 games, maybe 6. I mean, they definitely got to revamp that defense. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, if I'm him, I'd be all over the Atlanta Falcons or the Giants if I was him. I do know the Raiders will come calling. I don't think the Raiders have a lot of talent right now. I mean, maybe he wants to build.
I'd like to see him go to the Raiders just because I think that's who's going to draft Mendoza, and that'd be a good coach. and a good and think about Harbaugh, he's going to build a culture as well. So that I think that'd be a good fit for Mendoza. That's just me because I'm a Mendoza fan, but I think if I was a coach and I had my choice, it'd either be the Giants or the Falcons out of the positions that are open right now.
And if I was the Dallas Cowboys, I'd be talking defensive coordinators. If you could get them to switch, I'd be going after Brian Flores. I know he may be up for a head coaching job too, but I'd bring him in as my defensive coach.
Yeah, here's my thing on that. I think he left. Is it a little bit reactionary? Maybe a little bit. I don't know if it's all the way reactionary because they've been talking about him being on the hot seat even when he came into this season. So he's kind of been on the hot seat a little bit this season to begin with. I think the fact that he got bounced out of the playoffs really kind of put it over the edge on that hot seat and put it to sizzling instead of hot. I think Harbaugh and the Ravens got a little bit stale. I think Harbaugh's a great coach. Top 5. Yeah, I'll give you that. Right now, amongst all the coaches right now, he's one of the better coaches out there. But I think that situation got stale. I think the fact that they had so many years that they were projected to do this, and this, and they haven't fulfilled it. They've kind of come up short a few times. The fact that the defense is kind of taking a long step back in terms of how good it should have been. Yeah, injuries definitely played a part. All these things played a part, but I think it's time for Harbaugh to move on. I think sometimes you need to move on because it just gets stale. I think they need to go in a different direction with a different coach. The coach, who that could be, who knows? That's what they're gonna have to figure out. I also think Lamar could be on the move, and I think the Ravens could go into a rebuild. Don't be surprised if that happens. I think the Raiders are the best shot. If I'm Harbaugh, I'm going to the Raiders. That's gonna be my number 1 pick, and I will tell you why. The reason why is if I go to Atlanta, I got to deal with Penix. I got to deal with whatever else is there. Yes, they got Bijan Robinson and a couple of pieces. But if I go to the Raiders, I already know. Hold on. If I go to the Raiders, I got the number 1 pick. I know I can take Mendoza. You know he's a good coach, and you can formulate him, and you can build. You already got a good tight end over there. You know what I'm saying? You got a star-studded running back in Ashton Genty. You know, so yes. And I also think if he goes to Atlanta or another team where they have a little bit more establishment, then the expectation for him to do a quick turnaround is going to be expected. And if it doesn't happen right away, maybe Penix is injured or whatever the case may be, then it kind of hurts him a little bit more. If he goes to the Raiders, I think he gets a 3-year window to turn it around as long as he shows progress.
I see what you're saying there, Jay, but there's a big difference between Atlanta and the Raiders, talent-wise.
Of course there is.
Huge difference. I mean, yeah, I know Genty's up and coming running back, but you got one of the best running backs in the game with Atlanta. You got receivers, you got tight end.
You don't have to deal with Penix. Penix is,
but again, the expectation is they're going to have to really be.
Yeah, and Cousins restructured his contract today. So
I figured he would.
They restructured his contract, so I think he'll be the starting quarterback next year. I don't think it's going to be Penix. So I think, man, if I'm here, and I think the Giants would be a good place because the expectations would be a little bit higher than the Raiders, but wouldn't be as massive as you know. I mean, I think yeah, it might be a little higher up than what the Raiders would be, but I think there's more to work with the Giants than there is the Raiders.
Yeah,
Raiders
the Giants
are pretty.
Yeah, if the Giants, if they were able to lay Harbaugh, their expectation would be pretty much just to start creeping up back in the win column, and that way, you know, start maybe looking.
I just feel like if he goes to Atlanta,
NFC East.
Yeah, I just feel like if he goes to Atlanta, Arthur Blank is going to expect this team to, with Harbaugh there, he's going to have a higher expectation for them to do it. They better be in that divisional, lead or at least a wild card.
He gave Raheem Morris 3 years. He's going to give Harbaugh more than 1 year.
Another reason, Jay. Which division would you rather be in?
Multiple years? Like he's going to give.
What if he doesn't believe in Penix? If you're going in there as a coach? Maybe he believes in Penix. If he believes in Penix, then he probably would take that job. But if he doesn't believe in Penix, then why would you go there? Because then you got to sit there and try to figure out who's going to be your leader.
You'd have Kirk Cousins as your quarterback next year, and you can draft a quarterback and go get a quarterback.
And
who are you expected to do that? Because Cousins is a little older too. He's been hurt. I don't know, man. Cousins is like a rental to me. He's not like a long-term solution.
That's what I just said. Cousins for 1 year, and you go get you a quarter. You get to pick your quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing My thing is, I'd rather play in that
If you
division.
don't like if you don't like Atlanta, the Giants is a way better option than the Raiders. You have Jackson Dart, who's better than any quarterback the Raiders have right now.
But is he better than Mendoza? Or the possibility of Mendoza?
Yes.
I mean, look, this is your guy. Don't back down from Mendoza now.
No,
I'm not backing down from Mendoza, but I've seen Dart play a little bit in the NFL. I haven't seen Mendoza in the NFL, so I can't say whether Dart's better than Mendoza or not.
I think Dart is a true starter in the NFL. We'll see about Mendoza, but I think Dart is a starter in the NFL. I really do.
I definitely believe Dart is a starter in the NFL. The problem with Dart is,
and with the Giants, you got a better roster than what the Raiders.
The problem with Dart is, though, they have got to get that guy to understand. Hey, look, you don't have to go head to head with every defender. It's okay to take a slide or take a step out of bounds every once, because if you keep getting killed like that, he's already had a couple of injuries. I'm like, hey, maybe we need to figure something else out, because you're not Baker Mayfield, okay? I don't know how much Baker's gonna. If Baker keeps doing these suicide missions he's on, I don't know how much longer he's gonna last.
That's true too.
But that's the one thing that worries me about Dart is, and I don't, and you gotta be careful. That's a tight line, right? Because you don't want to take a guy's aggressiveness away, but at the same time, you got to get him to understand, like, hey, we need you here for the long haul, and if you keep taking hits like running backs, what are we doing?
Yeah,
I don't know. There's a lot there.
With the division that they're in, Atlanta should have a very good chance to win that division next year. So I don't think you can say that with the Raiders, with the division. Even though Kansas City's dropping off, you got Denver and I want to say San Diego. That's what I said. Yeah. You've got the Chargers, who's both on the rise. Plus, you're still going to have Kansas City to deal with some. I just. The hell
hey, Gonzo, are you out there in the yard? Out there in the yard. That's a hell of a green screen.
You got some get some bad gas there, Chris.
I think I just had a motorcycle gang go down the street.
Yeah,
I feel like when I heard that noise, I feel like Chris is over there on the sideline.
So yeah, that was pretty loud for the distance it was.
Glenn, what about you? If you was Harbaugh, where would you go?
I'm probably definitely going to either Atlanta or New York. I mean, I know Raiders is a possibility because of Mendoza, but he's going to be a project quarterback. I think Mendoza will be a good NFL quarterback, but it's going to take him a couple years.
I think the Raiders would be my third choice. Tennessee, I don't know about them. With that owner,
there's a reason why we ain't said Tennessee yet. So
let me ask you guys this. What is the common denominator between the Chiefs and New England and Tampa? Let me help you out. They each had a great quarterback and a great tight end, and they were able to make that thing work nicely. And I think that could, if Mendoza, I understand what you're saying, Chris, I understand what you're saying too. Like, you don't know if Mendoza is going to be that guy when he goes to the NFL. But if he is that guy, and you got a guy like Brock Bowers, that could be your next Travis Kelce Mahomes or your next Gronk Brady type of quarterback tight end relationship that works out really, really well. And all you really need is a wide receiver one to complete it, because you already got Gentry. I know Gentry can do it.
But they need an offensive line. They need a defensive line.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
They need a whole lot. That's why I don't. It's just. I mean,
yeah.
Pete Carroll's a good football coach, and look what the Raiders done to him.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think Pete was kind of, I don't know.
That Carroll just had issues with personnel and everything else.
Well, he has a little bit of an ego, right? I mean, he brought his people over, right? He brought Gino and them over, and it just didn't matriculate.
Didn't work at all. Yep, that's true. Well, guys, let's get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 Eastern, 9 Central with Hot Seat with OG Tony, and all the gang will be here. So that's tomorrow night, and then we'll be back Thursday night with. I have to write shit down. I can't remember the name of that.
Is it baseball tomorrow night at 10, Tony?
No, Thursday night Blitz.
Yeah.
On Thursday. Tomorrow is Hot Seat with OG Tony. Glenn, I do have some baseball questions for the Hot Seat tomorrow, and I have some NFL questions. And we
I'll be
also will.
Yeah.
Well, also we will just preview the Miami Ole Miss game and give our pick because that'd be on Thursday. So we will do that at the end of tomorrow night.
Sounds good. I'll be
also.
joining you guys as well for tomorrow night, I guess.
All right, guys. Well, hope everybody has a good night.